It's a chance to remind everyone exactly why they were tabbed as one of the best in the league the prior season.
Extra point up and good. 13-0. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six.
Oh man, why you playing against the Cowboys?
Taken at the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right.
And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. A nightmare of a first half for him. And that's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
The throw here right sideline.
Hey, Alvin.
Incomplete.
That incompletion certainly
Alvin, I have a quick question.
Yeah, it's a very important call.
I'm watching your stream right now. Why?
That's what I'm asking. He's not answering me. But this is going to be done.
One of the linebackers has got it.
I think this is because of me.
And they have it at the 38-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack.
Alvin, is this because I'm working with this dumb Canadian?
Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open.
Why are you doing this?
Why not?
I will do it.
Prescott on first down.
Hell, if I do that
man complete. It's Ferguson.
I don't want to play man.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Don't feel like
Out of the gun to give to Pollard. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4 inches. Mike McCarthy pretty decisive.
Oh, they're going to challenge the ball. What? What do you mean you're going to challenge the ball?
The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight.
What? It's a 1st and 10.
So
oh,
A
crap.
very smart decision to throw the flag. They reset the spot, and now that's a 1st down. Meanwhile, Prescott's throw there caught by Gallup. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A well-executed 22-yard gain. From the red zone now, Prescott. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. 2nd and 10. Now Prescott. And it's caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup on the receiving end from Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys have cut it back within a score. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open in the defense. And it's blocked. And the Dolphins have it. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
No field goal for you.
I know it's easy to kind of shrug off a blocked extra point, but this game is shaping up to be a tight one. The second half, this could prove crucial.
Yeah, we might look back on this one. We'll have to wait and see. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Miami's offense set and ready to go. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive.
But I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Inside the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Aubrey now for the PAT. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25.
I really offering other people to join his league.
So a net gain of 1 there. Dolphins offense returning to the field. A bit more of a somber tone here as they take the field after throwing that pick 6. But, Charles, the bottom line is they still have the lead. They're still in the driver's seat.
You're right about that, and let's face it, when you throw a pick 6, it's demoralizing. But when you look up at the scoreboard and realize you still have the lead, you got to put that wry smile on your face and say, okay, let's just shake it off and start over again.
Now Tua. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 64 yards. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
And he went all the way into the end zone. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The time to get another look at this Cowboys offense. A little bit of flip the script. Quarter 1, they struggled. Quarter 2 here, they put things together. And I guess sometimes, Charles, you just come out and you have to get your feet underneath you in a ball game, right?
That's exactly right, because every now and then, you don't come out of the gate as fast or as strong as you want to. Sometimes you have to ramp up into it or take a few hits along the way and figure it out. And that's what they've done so far. Slow start, but now they're starting to put it together.
And he's brought down. 18 more yards there and another first down. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Here now, 2nd and 4. Play action now, Prescott. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
Wow, bow, 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 bow.
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one.
He went back. That ball went back over.
What they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
What do you mean it's a 1st and 10? Okay,
so
he's
not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have one challenge.
The Cowboys, what do you expect?
No ball for you. No ball for you.
Incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
They can't win for shit, so they have to cheat.
There's Prescott.
Hey, sure.
No 1st and 10 for you.
Well, I'm not wrong.
Leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Prescott on 3rd and 2.
Yeah, I'm there.
And Cooks hands it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And they keep those sticks moving forward, that time with a gain of 3. Prescott yet again. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. Now a 2nd and 6. To throw is Prescott. And he's going to go down. He's
Get down,
at the 24. Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Prescott to throw it. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. So on 4th down, Prescott off, and on is Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And that'll get the lead down to 5. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown.
Y'all left this man wide open.
Right side. Down the right sideline. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. But let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't think anything's out of the question right now. He's blowing up coverages. You've got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you on almost every play.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Dallas offense set for this next drive. And a methodical
we already know who
last
won
time,
that.
Couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here. That doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas.
Yeah, a little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
Prescott from the gun. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Ferguson. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And he gets this one to midfield.
What? No. No.
First down now, but that clock rolling. On the left side, Gallup's got it.
Did anyone see that?
Getting this inside the 30.
What?
Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a
That is
first.
some bull crap.
Here's Prescott.
Give me that damn ball.
Time tonight. It's an interception. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Dolphins force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10. Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around,
someone
in this
look
game,
back at my stream and tell me that is not the most
other
bullcrap
uniform.
freaking thing I've seen all day.
In the first half, and several different guys have picked him off. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
2nd and 6. Prescott now. Touchdown! Jake Ferguson from 6 yards away. And the Cowboys get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
That is some bullcrap, and they know it. That was over the line, bro. How was that a 1st and 10?
They made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Dolphins taking over now late in this first half.
So they can avoid that.
And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It's a slant to Hill. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Tua sets up to pass it. Eluding the pressure right. That's going to be caught downfield by Hill. Down the sideline he goes. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill on his way to a monster game.
They can't stop this.
Touchdowns. And the Dolphins will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
Suck against Hill.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everyone, to our brand new studios here in downtown Orlando in the EA Sports Halftime Report. The Dolphins got some strong play out of their quarterback, number 1, Tua Tagovailoa. He lit up the sky with 3 first-half touchdown passes as his guys were rolling in the early part of this football game.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And Pollard going to pick up a Cowboys first down as he'll get this up past the 35-yard line. Prescott. Over the middle, complete. It's Ferguson. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that will bring up 2nd down. Looking to throw. Out of his hands quickly to CeeDee Lamb. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 45-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And now the ball's out, fumbled near midfield. But I believe a Cowboy was there to get it. He was, and Dallas will maintain possession. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points, but the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Dak there throwing complete to Cooks. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. He'll look to throw. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance.
They're not going to make it.
And that is no good. And that will keep this a 12-point game.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down. Tua going to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. Dancing to his left. He's got his target. That's complete. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That one good for 24 yards. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 down at the 31. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Flush to his right. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. This will be caught. It's Waddle. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tua fighting his old Alabama teammate, Jalen Waddle. And the Dolphins are able to widen their advantage. Sanders on for the extra point. And that one makes this a 19-point game. 5 plays there on that drive. And it was finished off by a Jalen Waddle touchdown. Now
Jesse is slowly having flashbacks right now.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
First down, Prescott. And nearly another interception. Well, it would have been his 3rd of the game, but this time he couldn't hang on. A second down throw for Prescott. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll throw again. Prescott. Flushed out right. Prescott able to get down there at the end on the slide, and he has the first as well. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. He finds his man complete. That's Ferguson. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. On 1st and 10, Prescott over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal. And now a fake there on the jet sweep as he'll give to Pollard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Prescott. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Cowboys are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Now the extra point.
They done lost. I'm sorry. They lost to me.
This deficit down to 12. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And that one almost intercepted. Could have been his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. And that's complete to Cooks. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No 1st down. Okay, so thought they might go for it here down late. Instead, they trot out the field goal unit. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And his kick is indeed good, and that lead is back down to 9 now. So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3, but with starting field position like that, 3's not what you're banking on.
No, and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball to the end zone and put 6s on the scoreboard.
Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now, they would happily go to their general manager.
So I definitely did not tell him, do not let that 16 pass you.
For him, bring him over to our team.
Gotta buck him out the way.
Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't it?
Boy,
that's what he does.
I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. On 1st down, Tagovailoa eluding the pressure right. That one complete to Hill. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 26 big yards on that one. It's another 1st down.
Done racing. I'll follow ahead. I'm doing pretty good.
Expect to see a lot of man coverage because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Steps away to his left. They complete it to Hill. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going
I think someone's getting mad at them.
Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that
all on Minecraft?
rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Oh, no, he lost the football. And nothing but daylight ahead. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
Prescott looks to throw on 1st. He finds his man complete. It's Ferguson. So he stopped for no gain, and it's 2nd down. Now Prescott. Here's a screen now for Pollard. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13. To the air again, Prescott. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe it.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Tagovailoa working out of the gun, escaping the pressure right. This is caught. Touchdown. Tyreek Hill on the touchdown pass from Tua. And the Dolphins have extended their lead to 15 now here in the 4th. A 15-point game now. You make the extra point, and that means on the other side you need 2 touchdowns and 2 two-point conversions. That's a pretty tall order here in the 4th quarter.
Agreed, because they really needed to come up with a stop there, and even if it was just to hold them to a field goal. Now they need to pull off a lucky horseshoe because they got to get an onside kick, and we've seen nowadays those are incredibly difficult to come by.
And not to mention they got to get the touchdown and a 2-point conversion first. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing, Prescott. Cooks on the quick slant. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down. Here's Prescott. Left side to Lamb. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And again, it's Prescott. And my goodness, another interception. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49. He's having now 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. On 2nd down, Mostert. And he's going to be met at about the 43.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
And the ball is out. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Prescott now after the fumble recovery. That's dumped off to Pollard. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And it's 2nd down. Now Prescott. The short one there taken in by Ferguson. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete.
I'm back out to Cowboys and Dolphins win.
Touchdown, Cowboys.
50-33.
Tony Pollard, 27 yards. And the Cowboys have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Aubrey Good with a PAT.
Well, Alvin Wars, guess what I have in some cards?
The drive there only spanning
I have
3 plays.
Rookie
And it's
and
capped
Raja
off with the
Kareem.
Cowboys touchdown. And the Dolphins are going to recover. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. That'll be caught by Hill. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill, 51 yards. And the Dolphins use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead.
That's 60-33.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown 1 play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. And Cooks has it over the middle. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their 10
the Fragment one
as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. 3rd and short yardage, Prescott.
I wasn't even going to tell him.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Prescott to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Lamb. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. And with that, they're down to 1 remaining here in the second half. Prescott yet again. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. A first down throw for Prescott. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left.
I gotta go for it. I'm gonna go for it, boys.
Field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at their 38. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Being chased out left. And going deep for Hill. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Oh, he's been fun to watch in this when he's made the correct reads all game long and helped stake his team a huge lead. Running, passing, he's made all the right decisions. But that wasn't the right read on that one. It falls incomplete.
Gonna look deep for Wilson. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports.
What do y'all want to do?
The Dolphins are winners here as we say so long from South Florida.
Ow. The team is super high. Over with the ass,
You okay?
Jerry, you got a fucking Jerry.
Oh, that dumbass. I can hear you. Oh, you know this team's super bad.
Bitch, ain't gonna pants me.
How many are you still here?
What? Hi, back. I'm Dad.